Music is a very important thing for my life, so I thought why not talk about it and catalog my favorite songs from each year I've been alive. This is episode 24, so we're going over the year 2023. Most of these videos were recorded over the span of 2 days, but most of them were recorded about a month and a half ago. So as the 2023 year keeps rolling down to a close, I sat down and said, hey, I have the studio again. I gotta re-record 2023 because my list has changed. And it's just because we've gotten some great music here at the end of the year, but also I was just wrong and kind of rushed that list together originally. So we're starting out where we should have last time. King New with Specials. JJK Season 2 is currently the best television season in history. At the moment me recording it, it isn't done, but I can promise you it's going to finish off with a bang exactly how I think it will because I read the manga. I've known this shit was going to slap for forever, and this song slaps just as hard as the show. And everybody knows this one at this point because it's definitely left a mark in anybody's mind who's watching this show right now. Not only is it impactful in the show, but it's also just a slapper in general. It's a great tune, so I'm glad it was the intro to the show. And at number 4, we got Tombstone by K. Cartier.
Niggas talking about a diss song, bitch, when you die, your tombstone getting pissed on.
This is a song I didn't think I'd put on the list because the snippet's been out for months, and I was just waiting for it to drop. Right after I recorded the original 2023 video, boom, it dropped, and boom, it instantly made a spot on the list. It's a one-verse murder, and it is such a hard, despicable track. It's unapologetically insane, and I fucking love it for that reason. And at number 3, coming in yet again, is the once-a-year Lil Durk song, Big Dog.
6 down, tell bro to stop to get a kid. Worth them M's, now me and my little brother got it.
As I've stated, Lil Durk somehow manages to pull off one song that absolutely wows me each and every year, even though the rest of his catalog kind of is mid. Lil Durk's my favorite hit maker, but not one of my favorite rappers. But my god, does his songs slap when they slap. And the Chief Luck feature on this one is definitely a helper. I don't think a lot of people know this one, but it definitely has a deserved spot on this list. And coming in at number 2, another theme of this video. This is a song from a movie, not a show. We're talking about Metro Boomin, Rosie, A$AP Rocky with Am I Dreamin'?
I don't feel I'm lost, am I dreaming?
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is already in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. The Spider-Verse franchise has had such an impact on my life already, along with everything else Spider-Man. And one great thing about every Spider-Verse movie is that the soundtracks so far have absolutely been slappers. This was just the highlight of this one. There was a couple songs I had to debate putting on this list. There's a couple in the top 10. Talking about Hummingbird, talking about Annihilate. There is so many great songs off that album, but Am I Dreamin' with that Rosie chorus, and of course Metro Boomin on that amazing beat. Oh, this was a stellar one, and it stuck out from the beginning of the year when this movie released in May? Whenever it released. But at number 1, keeping with the theme, we're talking about only one of the biggest international hits of the year. A song with currently 380 million views on YouTube, was number 1 in the world for a few weeks, but it isn't an American song. Instead, it's the theme song to one of my favorite shows of all time already. And we're talking about YOASOBI Idol. Idol is not only one of the most perfectly crafted pop songs of all time, it's one of the most perfectly crafted songs for any piece of media ever. The song literally feels like it's being done by Ai Hoshino. Even down to the point where if you aren't listening properly, you wouldn't even recognize the fact that she's shouting out her kids in the second verse. This song's an absolute slapper. It's been in the rotation since the beginning of the year. I think it's the first song I downloaded this year, and it definitely deserves this placement. YOASOBI and Ado currently have an absolute chokehold on the J-pop scene, and I am fucking here for it. And they have that chokehold for a damn good reason, because they are amazing. But yeah, for the moment, this is the end of the series. Let me know where you want me to take this series. Let me know any ideas that you want me to cover. I have a couple people who are talking about do a top 10 Eminem songs, do a top 10 this person songs, do a top 10 and top 20 of the decade, and I think I will continue the series in that way. But let me know what you guys want to see from this series. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the series, and I hope you enjoyed me talking about the year 2023. Of course, around the beginning of the year, I will give you my top 20 list of the year, but here's just a little teaser for that. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.